Hello everyone, this is Chase Matthews with episode 7 of In the Car, and I'm your host Chase Matthews, of course. And with me today I have a special guest with me, none other than the Prodigy, Darrell Jackson. How's it going, man?
Going pretty good, man. Good weekend so far.
Yeah? You want to tell everybody where you're at today? Or?
Out here in beautiful Coldwater, Michigan. For what is this? Price of Glory Wrestling, my debut.
Oh yeah? How'd that go for you?
Actually went very well, very well.
Good,
I like the fans out here. So,
good. I heard the ring there sucks.
The ring does suck, but I've been in worse. Yeah,
Right, right. All right, man, if you don't mind, I got a couple questions to ask you for myself and the internet fans out there.
Okay.
All right, we'll start out. First question, where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. So,
All right.
yeah.
Born in, you still live there today, or?
Actually, no, I don't live in Detroit anymore. I actually live in Southgate right now.
Okay, cool. All right, right on there. Number 2, when did you become interested in wrestling?
I've been a wrestling fan ever since I was a kid. Like I grew up watching wrestling with my grandfather and my dad, and like the first wrestler that I really admired was Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
And the funny thing about that is, like, growing up, I was a fat kid, so watching Shawn Michaels and like him doing all these flips and stuff, I really think I couldn't do that because I was a big guy. So yeah.
Right. All right. Well, that kind of answers number 3. Who were your heroes growing up in wrestling?
I would say Shawn Michaels, and again with the fat thing, Mick Foley was one of the guys that actually pushed me, saying like, hey, I was out of shape, I could do this because he's doing it.
Right.
So I would say Mick Foley.
All right, man, cool. So what influenced you to become a wrestler, and like what age?
I would say early age, maybe like 8, 9. Always wanted to, get in the ring. I always liked it performing, I guess.
Okay.
And that's what basically was like, I want to do this, like that's my dream. That's my number one dream.
So like what age did you start training and stuff?
I started training actually right after I used to do MMA. So right after I stopped doing MMA, I started training wrestling. It was about 2010.
All right, man. So okay. So who trained you?
Actually, it started off Steve Rivera or Anthony Rivera. He got me in the business. He met me at Bally Total Fitness, and we started talking, and I started helping him with training and everything, and then he introduced me into Truth, and I went to Truth for a workshop, and I started with Truth. Things didn't work well with Truth. Then I started with Briar Wellington and finished my training with Briar.
All right, cool. All right, so how many years have you been active, man?
Active wrestler?
Yeah. Well, how many years were you an MMA fighter?
MMA fighter, I was doing it for 4 years. 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so
Wrestling for 3.
3? Cool. All right, okay, so pretty sure you got a couple matches under your belt.
A lot.
So what would you say your hardest match was, like opponent-wise, stipulation?
Actually, I have 2.
Okay.
Okay. First off, one of my favorite matches of my career is my matches with a guy named the Last Dragon, Zane Silver. It was in BCWA, and one of my hardest opponents. Like, he helped me out in the business as well, and it was just a tough fight because we both similar styles.
Okay.
And I would say my second match would be Jude Hotto 2. And we beat the crap out of each other. Like, literally, like, we beat the crap out of each other.
Right.
It was bruised up and everything. So I would say those are my 2 hardest matches.
Cool, man. All right, question 8. We're only 4 minutes into this video, too.
Oh, I'm talking a little fast. Slow it down.
Where's the furthest you've ever traveled to work a show?
Furthest I ever traveled. So far, it's only been Ohio. I've only worked in Ohio and Michigan so far.
Okay.
Trying to get out there more, and I'm actually getting a good name for myself. A lot of people are seeing me, and a lot of people like what I'm doing.
Good.
So
Yeah, that's cool. All right. So where'd you come up with the name The Prodigy? Is Darrell Jackson your shoot name, or is that?
yeah, that's a work name. Yeah. My shoot name is Darrell Mitchell.
Okay.
I came up with the Prodigy Darrell Jackson because, again, of the MMA. Like, watching MMA and being a fan of wrestling, BJ Penn was like one of my favorite fighters. So his name was the Prodigy, BJ Penn. So that's how I got the Prodigy. And my trainer, he also was like, man, you move so fast in and out, the ring. So he nicknamed me the Prodigy as in training. So
cool.
And then the Jackson I got from Rampage Jackson, which is one of my favorite fighters.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Man, we are on the last question already. 5:20. This is a record.
Seriously?
Yeah, this is a record.
Wow.
My first one was 10, and before YouTube gave me my rights, I wasn't allowed to go over 15, and then I think I have maybe 2 on over 15.
That's
I mean, hey, it's cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can add some more questions on there. Like I don't mind that. That's cool.
I got the crap beat out of me today, so I'm not up here right now.
I did too.
I think I'm probably about 9 German suplexes. I don't even.
Yeah, I
know.
seen that. That looked it bad.
All right. I mean, if you got any stories to share, go ahead.
As far as I want to get back onto my favorite matches.
Yeah, actually, man. Yeah.
Being in the business, like I've had a lot of matches, and coming up right now is I've been rivaling with a lot of guys, and right now I have a rivalry with Steve Rivera, and we're having a leather strap match. Now this is my first time being in like a gimmick match, and it's a leather strap match.
Okay.
And I'm thinking to myself, like when he said this, like we're gonna have a leather strap match. I'm like, all right, cool, like no problem. Then I seen his leather strap match with Briar Wellington. And I'm like, hell no, I'm not doing this. Having whelps on my back, like no.
Right.
But I honestly think that's gonna be a good match because we've had such a good rivalry so far, and we know each other so well. So.
Good, that's cool. Yeah, I remember watching Anthony back when I was like 12, 10 or 11. AWWL, and he wrestled here for a little bit actually.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So, and I see him every now and then. The last HOG show I saw him. Yeah. All right, man. So we're at 7:15.
Okay,
it's pretty decent.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody knows that pro wrestling has their haters out there. Their critics. So like when someone comes up to you and says, "Hey man, what do you do?" and you say, "Oh, I'm a professional wrestler." When they say, "Well, isn't that still fake?" What do you gotta say? Because you're an MMA fighter. So actually, this question is a really good question for you because I guess you've done the real thing.
Right. Yeah.
And so I mean, what do you gotta say? What do you gotta say to that?
On that one, I caught a lot of heat from the guys that I used to train with as a fighter. They're like, "Oh man, you're doing that fake stuff," and like a lot of people won't believe this when I say this, and I'm saying this, and a lot of the fighters can get mad at me. I don't care. When I started pro wrestling training, it was actually harder on the body than it was doing MMA. Honestly, that's a legit honestly, and I'm in shape too. So,
is there any way you can explain that? I mean,
I would say
what made it harder?
I would say because in fighting, you're stopping yourself from getting hurt. So you're doing everything to avoid being hurt.
Right.
In wrestling, you're gonna get hurt. Like regardless of what you do, you're gonna get hurt, and you have to protect yourself. So that's the difference between fighting. Like, because you can go into a fight and not have a mark on you at all.
Right.
In wrestling, like you're gonna have some bumps and bruises. Okay. So people that say it's fake, it's bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah, man, I agree with you 100%. I don't know much about the MMA world. I mean, we shoot wrestle every now and then in training, but that's submission wrestling stuff.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I mean,
it's just fun.
Training with just a Jack Thriller training experience sucks. You want a good ass whooping, train with him because he'll for sure do it.
Yeah.
But well, all right, man. I mean, if that's all you got, we're at 9. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Good.
So you got a couple upcoming shows, help people come out and watch
I have a show for HCW and IROG combined. I guess they're doing a show together, June 29th.
Now it's June 29th?
Yeah, June 29th, yeah. And then they have another show here. Maybe I'll get booked on, I'm not sure.
June 23rd, I believe.
Yeah,
Fate of Glory. It's supposed to be a pretty big show. I know I got to wrestle CJ again.
Oh, okay.
So,
which was a crazy match. Crazy.
The first time we ever did the double moonsault, which,
Yeah.
I mean, buy the DVD in order to see that, because I can't record the match. So,
Yeah, I wanted to record my match too.
yeah, Mark's a big, but I mean, Mark's cool about DVD sales too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
Because my match was awesome, and I want to see that. Like, it was awesome. It was really good.
Jimmy Shaolin came back. I mean,
Yeah.
you got the rest of the return
the
of Jimmy
hype.
Shaolin.
Like, yeah, I believe the hype. The hype was the Prodigy. It was nice.
Right. Well, all right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming out
No problem.
and doing this interview with me. Number 7. I'm slowly climbing up there.
That's my birthday, May 7th. Look at that.
I got May 24th,
Oh,
man. So we got
Really?
got a couple May babies in here. All right, man. Well, yeah. So, yeah. Better. I don't know what to say right now. So.
Usually I have a sign off. Like
Oh,
my
go ahead.
manager, he has. Usually
Yeah, where's your manager, by the way?
He has some problems out in Roseville. I did another show today with Rivera, so he had some problems and got beat up, so he couldn't make it tonight.
Oh, well, sucks to be him, I guess.
Yeah, good old Charlie Brown.
I can only imagine what this video would probably be at 21 minutes.
Yes, because the guy doesn't shut up.
Oh,
Like,
he just keeps going,
yeah.
and he says the craziest shit I will ever hear in my life.
and I ride with him. Like,
And I
those should have been some of the questions.
Right.
Riding with that.
No, I like it though, because it's just out of this world, off the wall
Yeah.
shit, and it's like, where do you come up with this?
That's him all the time,
That
24/7.
really- So that is
With his
legit.
wife, he's legit like that. Like, it's crazy. I walked in the house and it just seems like he's just in character all the time. I walk in the house, he's in a robe. I'm like, why are you in a robe? He's like, I'd like to introduce you to my headquarters. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I've been over here like 20 times. What are you talking about? Weirdo. Like, why are you in a robe?
Yeah, that's
Weird,
that's
dude.
awesome. No, we're not talking like bathrobe, right? Are we talking
No, he's a
bathrobe?
bathrobe.
Oh, okay.
Bathrobe. Grown man.
Oh man, I can see that. I can see that. I've only met the guy like 5 times. I can see that. So.
Nuts. I could go on and on about his antics. Like, this guy's 27 years old and he's on the Disney fan club. The Disney fan club. He's almost 30. Really? Really?
Well, you never know, man.
Yeah,
I don't know. I guess.
That's crazy.
I mean, you're kind of wearing that.
Yeah, my phone's going off now.
I was pointing out the old comic book shit you got.
Oh yeah, and that's
But that's legit, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. Well, now you made it to 12:38. That's
There we go,
impressive.
yeah.
That is a YouTube video, my friend. So
Can I do Charlie Brown's
You
sign
can.
out?
Go ahead.
All right. For Charlie Brown, if you can pick up what I'm putting down around town, Charlie Brown.
All right. All right, man. Well, thank you for coming out. I'm Chase Matthews. This was episode 7. Darrell Jackson. He will be in action on June 23rd. All right, back at POG. Check him out, man. He's a good guy. All right, see you.